Good morning. This is Mornings with Michael for Monday, May 1st. It's almost time to go around the May Day poll. Well, I hope everybody had a great weekend. This is for informational, educational, and sometimes entertainment purposes. So let's get right to it. We got some news here. We're halfway through the earnings season. China's manufacturing activity unexpectedly contracted in April, fell 40 to 49.2 from 51.9 in March. China's non-manufacturing PMI eased slightly to 56.4 in April from 58.2 last month. Australia's housing prices rose for the second consecutive month in April, convincingly ending 10 consecutive months of decline. General Motors upgraded to overweight from equal weight. Carvana, CVNA, shares rise pre-market after Bloomberg reported the company's creditors holding about 90% of the company's bonds have proposed a debt for equity swap. Li Auto, LI, said the company delivered 25,681 vehicles in April and cumulative deliveries 335,599 at the end of April. NIO announced its April delivery results, which were 6,658 vehicles, an increase of 31.2% year over year. And XPEV delivered 7,079 smart EVs in April. The company is significantly ramping up production. Zillow Group, ZG, upgraded to market perform from underperform at Bernstein. KBR, quarter one EPS 67 cents versus 58. JP Morgan announced it has acquired the substantial majority assets and assumed the deposits and certain liabilities of FRC, First Republic Bank, from the FDIC after having been put into receivership. CNA Financials, CNA, quarter one EPS 119 in line with consensus of quarter one book value per share of $32. Healthcare, Astellas Pharma, AAPL agreed to acquire Iveric Bio, ISEE, for $5.9 billion, paying $40 a share. Biogen, BIIB, upgraded to buy from neutral at Guggenheim and raised to $350. Doximity, DOCS, downgraded to equal weight from overweight at Wells Fargo. Kenvue, the consumer spinoff of Johnson & Johnson, J&J, is set to sell shares in initial public offering in the coming week. Comcast, CMCSA, upgraded to buy from neutral at Bank of America, raising their target to $49 from $44. And finally, Checkpoint, CHKP, quarter one EPS $1.80 versus estimate $1.74. Let's take a look at what's happening. I'm going to share our screen. Our leading sector was communications. Let's take a look at that. We got Tesla. It's selling off a little bit here. See if our chart will work or not work. We are back at our screen to behave now. So we got energy. Take a look at energy up here. Energy had sold off, up slightly. Oil is selling off a little bit, down 1.29%. Take a look at natural gas. It's basically been flat, almost dead. We got utilities slightly up. Healthcare sector is moving up. Our leader for the last few months has been communications. It's bumping up at its highest level here. Take a look at our materials. They're up slightly. Our builders are pulling back after a big run here. Airline is up slightly. Semiconductor is improved. They're up where most of our moving averages, 10, 20, and 50, are converging. Technology is looks like it's about holding steady. Transports doing okay. Industrials are up. We said over the weekend that we think industrials are going to be where market moves next. We'll just see if that ends up being the case. And here's our software selling off a little bit. Take a look at the dollar. Dollar is up ever so slightly. Gold is just hanging out at the 10 and 20-day moving averages. Silver is bouncing up. It was up much earlier, but it still is gapped up. It's a little over 1%. Take a look at our crypto. Selling off here a little bit, down 5%. Ethereum off a little over 3%. Take a look at our bonds. Our bonds are selling off, so the yields are rising on the 1 to 3 anyway. Look at our 10-year yields, up slightly, 0.67%, and our 20 up about 3%. NASDAQ is pretty flat for the day so far. The VIX, move our screen down so we can see. The VIX is up slightly, up 1.14. It was up a little more earlier. Looks like it's about 16 something here. S&P 500 up just ever so slightly. The Dow Jones is up slightly. And take a look at the IWM is trending higher. It finally got above its, looks like it's 20-day, 10 and 20-day moving averages. So there we have that. Some of the same leaders are leading today. ANET is leading. I thought we'd just take a little change for today and look at some stocks that are doing pretty well on our technical list. Our technical, go over to our blue dot. Blue dot shows strong leaders with rising relative strength against the S&P 500. Tenet is bouncing up. Earnings came out, 99% increase. Huge increase on Friday, and they're continuing that run. Hovnanian Enterprises, building home builder, and home building as all the home builders have been moving up strongly. Covenant Logistics, their earnings came in a negative 31%, but it must have been better than people expected because it's up on huge volume, 2 days in a row. Bell Fuse manufactures power transformers, DC to DC converters. It's up pretty strong here, 3 days in a row, huge volume, at a 263% earnings increase. KBR provides engineering construction services. Earnings increased 8%. They have really popped up here, and huge blue bar down here. So that's a good sign for them. And we'll look at 3 others. Intracellular therapies in kind of the biotech healthcare industry, forming a pretty tight formation here. Had some good volume. Earnings are in 3 days, so that's something to be aware of. London Stock Exchange has really been popping up. Relative strength at a new high in this blue zone, and it's been gapping up, really gapped up right over here. There's a pretty low volume, but the volume was over in this area. And Aztec in building construction products, earnings in 3 days, building type formation here. Got a little sloppy over here, but tightened up the last 2 days. Owens Corning. Earnings came in at negative 5%, and it's popping up here. Had some nice blue volume after it sold off here on this strong volume. On it looks like bought on their earnings day. And I believe we missed the number one, MDC, earnings in 1 day, building single family homes, also right about in the buy area. So that's our report for today. Hope everybody has a great day. Go out there and make a difference, create somebody's sunrise today. That's my thought for the day. Mornings with Michael has been brought to you for informational, educational, and sometimes entertainment purposes. Be well.